Hi, everyone. I am Shania Hill, and I am excited to be a part of this conversation about supporting our English learners. Teaching is so much more than just delivering content about creating spaces where every student feels valued, seen, and set up for success. And for our EL students, that means embracing their culture, language, and connections as strengths and barriers, not barriers. So today, we're going to talk about culturally responsive teaching. How can we support ELs in the classroom and ways to build strong home connections? Let's jump right in. How culture shapes teaching and learning. We all bring our own background, values, and experiences into the classroom. Our students do the same. Their culture shapes how they communicate, interact with peers, and even how they approach learning. Their culture shapes how they communicate. Their culture shapes their interactions with their peers. Some students come from different backgrounds where collaboration is key, others where independence is key. Being culturally responsive means recognizing these differences and adjusting our teaching styles to the student's needs so that the student can feel included. One way to do this is by incorporating students' cultural backgrounds into lessons, using stories, history, and examples that reflect their experiences. When students see themselves represented, they are more engaged and more willing to take risks in learning. Culture's role in language learning and creating an inclusive environment. Language learning isn't just about grammar and vocabulary, it's deeply tied to culture. If students don't feel comfortable or safe, it's harder for them to take in and understand our new language. So that's why it's important to have a classroom environment that foster that type of atmosphere. We can create an inclusive space by making sure our students hear and see their language in the classroom. That might mean labeling things in multiple languages, using bilingual books, or encouraging students to teach us a few words from their home language. It also means setting up routines and honoring cultural differences, like giving students in how they participate and allowing time for peer support. Celebrating culture diversity and using home language as strength. A great way to celebrate diversity is by making it a part of everyday's learning experience. Not just something we highlight during Heritage Month. Bring in multicultural books. Invite families to share traditions. You can have a cultural day when students' family can come in, share recipes, or bring in food from their culture, show traditional wear, tell stories, talk about home language. That's a huge asset. Instead of seeing it as something students need to set aside while learning English, we should be using it. Allow our students to engage with each other and learn more about each other. Supporting the needs of ELs in the classroom. Meeting EL students where they are. Every EL student is different. Some pick up English quickly while others may need some more time. Some might also have special learning needs, so we have to be flexible in our approach and patient. One of the best ways to support ELs through scaffolding. That might mean using visual sentences, starters, or breaking down instructions into smaller steps. Hands-on learning also works well because it gives students a way to engage beyond words. The social emotional side of learning. Now, learning is a new language, and this can be very overwhelming for our EL students, and they can feel self-conscious about making mistakes. That's why creating a safe and encouraging environment is so important. Simple things like celebrating effort, giving them a sticker, maybe, just showing them that we understand they're trying and we're proud of them. Modeling patience. Patience is key. Making sure students have a buddy, somebody that can help them, a peer. It's always good when another student is working with a peer to have that peer support. Even taking a moment to check in with the student, ask how they're feeling. That can help. When students know that we care, they are in awe, and it makes them want to do more. Home and school connection. The role of families in language learning. Our students' family plays a huge role in their education, and they bring so much knowledge with them, things we sometimes tend to overlook. A student might not have a lot of formal schooling, but they may have amazing problem solving skills from helping out a family or just being a part of a family business. Maybe their family values storytelling, which means they have strong oral skills. We can build that in the classroom. When we recognize these funds of knowledge, bringing them in our teaching, it makes learning more meaningful for the student. Again, incorporating stuff from the home will be a great asset in the class. How to build home strong partnerships. One of the biggest challenges with family engagement is making sure it's accessible. Not every family can come to a school event or in the evening. Not every parent is comfortable communicating in English. So we need to meet families where they are. Of course, communicating, one big thing that is a great help is having a translator. So then that way the family feels comfortable and know that I can understand what they're saying as well as they can understand what I'm saying. We can communicate again in their home language with a translator, offer different ways to engage, virtual meetings. We can do email through Google Translate, and we can also make our school feel welcoming. Partnering with the community. We also don't have to do this alone. I know some schools in my district have what we call a parent community liaison. So we have a liaison that speaks on behalf of the parent as well as the teacher and host events where we can come together. But if you don't have a parent liaison in your school, as a teacher, you can be that parent liaison. You can step into that role and you can have events for parents and for the community as well as the school community to get together to learn each other and to support the environment. So at the end of the day, supporting EL students is about seeing them for who they are, recognizing their language, culture, and family as strengths. When we create inclusive classrooms, differing instructions, and build strong connections with families, we help students not just succeed, but truly thrive and give them a sense of feeling welcomed and included. I hope these strategies give you some ideas to take back to your own classroom. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to hearing from you, making a difference in your school. Thank you.